Maybe.
Welcome to Chi-Town Cigar Podcast, the podcast where three Chicago guys light up a fine cigar and get into everything from sports and current events to hobbies, life's little moments, and everything in between. Whether you're here for the cigars, the conversation, or just some good laughs, we got you covered. So grab your favorite smoke, settle in, and join us for laid-back chats with a Chicago twist. Now it's time to put some smoke in the air.
Hey, look at that. It's another Tuesday night. We're back here live. Welcome to the Chi-Town Cigar Podcast. I'm Mike, coming to you live from the Aganorsa Studios in Central Illinois. I'm joined by my two good buddies, Marty and Teddy. What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
I'm fantastic.
Oh, welcome to
Tuesday.
Chicago weather, boy.
Getting cold?
Well, it's fall finally.
Yeah. It's fall. It's crazy fall.
It's not bad. Yeah, 50 degrees. It's not bad. It says
No.
it's gonna get to 60s, I believe, by Monday.
Oh, really? By
So it's not
Monday,
bad.
it's a week away.
Yeah.
A week away. So, good evening,
Welcome,
TX.
Tex.
Glad to see you're here.
Well, big old Mig say, Kevin. Welcome.
There you go.
Hello.
There you go. What's going on, Kevin?
Big
So,
old shade is Kevin. All right.
okay. I'll take
Good
your
to
word.
have you on.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what's going on, boys? What do you think? What do you think about Sunday's game? Another nail biter. Another interesting game. Another W for the Bears.
It was
Marty
a good
less
one.
than
They
impressed.
won.
They won. And the defense is winning these games. The
Yes.
defense is winning these games. I mean, come on. 4 takeaways. I mean, again, we're not talking about one of the best teams in the NFL they're playing, but at the same point, if you can take that ball away 4 times, it's gonna lead you to the W column.
Yeah, I don't think
And
they're
it's
going
it.
to be able to do that every game, although they have been doing it like the last 3 games. So
Yeah, this
Yeah,
Sunday
they're
looks
number one.
promising.
They're number 1 in the league for takeaways. I mean, we got to hang our hat on something.
it's unsustainable.
It
But
is
I'll take it.
unsustainable. Yeah. So Dennis Allen, of course, was calling for 5 this week. I want 5. I'm like, oh God, let's be happy with 4 or 3. I'll even take 2. But yeah, it was good. It was a good game. Nice to pull out the W and to be 4-2. Who would have thunk it? 4-2 at this point. I mean, the Bears came off of a bye week and are riding a lightning bolt. I mean, my gosh.
I'm telling you, 5-2 this Sunday
No.
with the Ravens. Let's go.
We'll see.
Blackhawks won their first couple of games.
Yep.
Good.
That
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
After
Everybody-
Tab was on here telling us all about him.
As I say, ever since we had Tab on, now that watch them go on to win the Stanley Cup, and we'll have this tradition now. We'll have to bring Tab on every year to keep that ball rolling. So, but
So we introduce our guest for today.
yeah, I was gonna say, the chat room is a little sparse tonight. A little sparse.
Because I don't want to wait like you're waiting for your cigars.
No, I know. We had to scrape the bottom of the barrel, but let's.
Chat room could use some salt.
They could, but let's.
Some spices.
Yeah. So, I guess we have to do this. Much to my chagrin, we have to bring in our guest co-host. We have our first guest co-host tonight, and I don't know what we're thinking, but let's welcome in Fireborn. What's up, buddy?
Hey guys,
Welcome.
thank you.
Look at it. You're here, and there's nobody. I shouldn't say nobody. There's 4 people that are viewing us. So I guess, do we officially count Fireborn as 5, or do we count him as 3.5?
He should pull out his phone or whatever other device and make sure.
Log in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still one of the viewing audience. I'm here.
That's it. That's absolutely it. So, well, I guess we'll launch into our mission, and that'll explain why we, are playing with charity tonight and brought him into the fold. So let's jump into our mission, and then we will talk about what we are doing tonight. I'm in trouble now.
Why?
Why are you in trouble? Uh-oh.
I'm already insulting Marty's wife. Yes, you do. You absolutely count. Absolutely. We take all 4 of you, 5 of you, and we appreciate you guys being here. But so we're doing something that probably I would venture to bet very few people know, but about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, Teddy and I launched the podcast before Marty came along, and we had a podcast called Unbanded Podcast, the Unbanded Podcast. Little did we know we would run into competition along the way. And now I think there's a podcast called the Unbanded Cigar Podcast. Is that correct?
Cigars Unbanded.
Cigars
Cigars
Unbanded.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go. So yeah, but we just we took a break from that one. Marty came alongside of us and jumped in and said, "Hey, I'll help you guys out," which we love. And so we relaunched everything, or rebranded it, I guess is the new term of the 2000s. But this episode, we are going to do the Unbanded Cigar Challenge. So we have all passed out cigars to one another. My deepest thanks, because we had a little technical difficulty, but my deepest thanks to one of Fireborn's friends, Randy, who probably is not watching us, but I reached out in a panic last minute and said, "Can you do me a solid?" And of course, she came forward and said, "Yes, absolutely," and was able to get him a cigar for tonight's podcast, which hopefully he does not know what it is.
Randy
So,
should watch us. She should watch us and give us drink mixes that we should try on the show.
Yeah, I sent her the link. She should be watching. In fact, she sealed the answer in this biomechanical device. So your sordid secrets are safe right now.
There you go. Sammy Flo, what's going on, my brother? So we've titled this "Who Has the Best Palate?" I will tell you right now, I do not. But we will. Joe Machado's joining us. What's going on, Joe?
Joe Machado.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to light these things, cold draw them, do everything, try to guess. We're gonna try to guess the brand and the.
I'd be happy if I could just guess the country.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes. We can guess, so we'll see how this goes. If anybody's watching this and expecting us to be as good as Dr. J, Mr. J from the Cigar Authority, or any of these other people, you've tuned into the wrong podcast. So, and I did hear something. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let's go ahead. Did you guys do a cold draw?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I cut it doing a cold draw. I never get anything off the cold. I don't understand
Really?
the whole concept of the cold draw, because you don't smoke the cigar. You light the cigar to smoke it. So why do I care what it tastes like when it's not?
I really do. I always cold draw my cigars, especially with the first time.
Oh, I'm not saying you don't cold draw them, but maybe once in a while I'll get something crazy.
It's earthy.
Caramel peanuts in a peanut butter parfait with a little bit of chocolate. That's what I get.
A little bit of sprinkles of chocolate on top.
There's a little bit of spice, but it may be the enchiladas I had for dinner.
Yeah, I get a little bit of sweetgrass on mine. Mine's nice and mellow.
Nice. So there was a I don't know if it was a short or if it was a reel or what it was, but and this brand takes a lot of heat, I think. But their owner of El Septimo cigars was talking about reviewing cigars, and he said he doesn't like it. He doesn't believe in it. Smoke the cigars you like and enjoy them. Oh, see? Look at that. Success.
Wow.
I'm out of the doghouse.
We did it.
Hey, Val, welcome in. I'm glad you got it. I threw a little bit of something extras in there because I felt bad, and it probably was a little bit heavy on the Aganorsa side, but what did you expect? So
Marty, you mentioned that you cannot tell which country, but there's a little distinct difference between the Dominican tobacco and Nicaragua. You could tell a little bit because I had a
Well,
cigar today that I
You definitely can tell.
oh yeah.
Just will I be able to tell?
Yeah.
Well,
I can tell when I know about it. But is that my mind telling me what I'm tasting?
and
Well,
is it a puro or is it a blend? Right? You might have tobaccos from both.
Yeah.
exactly. And just so everybody knows, I gave Marty a cigar. Marty gave Teddy a cigar, and Teddy gave me a cigar. So the negative thing about this is we
and
also
that you did for Fireborn.
Randy did. Randy
Very
took
good,
care of him.
yeah.
So yeah. So the negative thing for the three of us is we all know what each other likes to really smoke. So that could be an indication of what direction we're heading, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. You gave me this 60 ring gauge.
Why would you do that?
I wanted to give him a 10x100, but I thought it might be too
I feel bad. I saw that. I didn't want to say anything live. I'm like, he has a 60 gauge from.
I know. I've never seen him smoke a cigar that big. That's why I was glad he said he would take it from me. So
He's speechless.
It's not box press, so I know it's not the JFR 20th.
yeah, there you go. No, there you go. TX, I'm glad you got that. I'm curious what your thoughts are on the 25th. That was my little special bonus of throwing that in there because I wanted, like I said, I was trying to make up for being a Randy, quote unquote.
The other Randy.
What's up, Fabian? How you doing?
What's up,
So yeah,
Fabian?
so we did an episode a couple months ago probably, where we did the Rojas. And so we were talking about and we were trying each cigar that was 100%. Shut up. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. It was 100% Ligero, 100% help me, Marty.
Seiko, Viso.
Seiko Viso.
So that sort of gave us a little bit of a idea of it. So not that we're cheating in any sense, or not, and by sure as heck, no imagination are we experts in this. But what do you think, Teddy? You getting anything?
It's very spicy in the beginning, but I want to go right away. This has to be Nicaragua.
It
I know,
has
obviously,
It has
Why?
to be
the taste, the heaviness.
the heaviness. Oh,
It's very toothy.
toothy, very toothy. Nice. Fireborn, you getting anything?
Yeah, I'm getting that sweetgrass that I had on the cold draw is definitely coming out more pronounced as I'm smoking it. It's got a little bit of a pepper to it that also makes me think it's probably Nicaraguan.
Oh,
So yeah, it's nice. Seeing if I pick out any other flavors here in the first third.
Marte, what are you getting on yours, brother?
I'm sorry, Marty. I should have gave you one.
Wait a minute. It's a challenge. It's a
Yeah.
challenge, you know?
You know what I'm getting? I'm getting lockjaw.
That's what she said, Marty.
I could have given you a little Malort or something like that. I could have, soaked in Malort and really given you a nice,
Yeah. I'm getting like I would say coffee, dark, not real spicy.
Okay.
It seems like I had this before. Maybe I did not. And everybody has the envelope with them, right?
Yep.
And of course,
So
I don't.
I'll tell you, I'll tell you with this one, and this is not an insult, but it's as I'm smoking it. Do you remember the old number 2 pencils? And maybe you never chewed on a number 2 pencil, but you had that sort of that weird flavor. And that's what I'm getting when I'm smoking this.
It's very woody.
Yeah, it's very woody. I mean, I'm like going. This sort of reminded me back in 4th grade when I'd sit there and nervously chop on a pencil, watching the teacher try to explain mathematics to me, going, This is never going to work out. This is never going to work out.
It tastes like 1970s pencil lead.
and probably true lead at the time.
It doesn't taste like the eraser, though.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
That's good.
Yeah. Fabian, we are doing great. I hope you're doing well. At least I'm doing great.
What's everybody else smoking in the audience?
Yeah, what are you guys smoking? I don't know what share with us. I remember chewing on pencils. There, see, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Fabian was chewing on pencils, so there we go. So graphite or yellow paint? That's yellow paint, of course, Joe. So yeah, what are you guys smoking? What are you drinking tonight? I am pairing this with the Yellowstone. So I don't know what this is, but I'm pairing it with a pour of Yellowstone. So we'll see how that goes. So
I just bumped it into my microphone. That's
nice.
not good.
I got to tell you this. I got to tell you this story. We lost Teddy. Now Teddy, there we go. Okay. So
Yeah, it was from the update. Sorry, guys.
So this past weekend, we went out of town. We went to visit the Fun Size One's family in Ohio. As much as we hate Illinois, I don't want to leave. So Ohio, specifically the Columbus area, because I don't know if this is statewide, I'm assuming it is, has a rule or a law that they cannot sell high-proofed alcohol at the same location, or you have to have a special license to sell high-proof alcohol. So we went into this one place. I wanted to get a bottle of bourbon.
What's high proof?
Good question. But let me tell you, when I asked her if they had
bourbon,
bourbon,
wine that is high proof, I guess.
Well, they had vodka that the Fun Size One could get, and I asked for bourbon, and she told me, "We don't sell that. We don't have that license. You'll have to find another." They didn't even tell me where to go.
That's
You have
crazy.
to find another store. I'm like, what the heck? What the, I'm like, I said, you know what? This is twice now. Once in Ohio and then South Carolina. South Carolina, I had to go to a different store. The one next door. At least they were nice enough to tell me the bourbon's next door. This woman in Ohio wouldn't even tell me where to go get bourbon at. And
Kevin is smoking the NBK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it from Ultimate. Let me know how you like it, Kevin.
Scotch on the okay. So what scotch are you? What scotch are you drinking on the rock? I am not a Scotch connoisseur, but I'm interested because Eric Bay from Black Star Line talks about pairing, and I actually have this bottle in my house, a special Scotch with the Yasuke, which I have a 10-pack of those still sitting there, aging very nicely. But he talks about, he goes, if you're gonna smoke this cigar, he recommended pairing it with this bottle of Scotch. So Fabian is smoking the Julius Caesar Perfecto size. Very nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Julius Caesar's a good cigar. This is burning fantastic, Marty.
Yeah, look at that. Nice white ash.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Mine was Teddy, but I just tapped it off because I'm afraid to drop it on my console or computer or anything like that. So do we start talking about something? I mean, we're not going into the news, but we might as well start to talk about this because it'll eventually it'll show up, and so we might as well start talking about it before we get to it.
Yeah, let's start with that. Yes.
Okay. So it came out last night, yesterday, today, these proposed tariffs on Nicaragua. Fabian just sent you a picture. Okay. These proposed tariffs in Nicaragua. So there's, if you haven't heard, there's a lot of pressure on Nicaragua to adjust some things, to change some things. And if they don't, the U.S. has threatened the USTR Section 301 is an investigation launched in December 2024 and detailed just this month in a report, and said there's quite a few, is atrocities the right word? Violations, I guess, of international commitments. So the Trump administration has said they will impose certain tariffs, 100% tariffs on Nicaragua. Now they're not specifically saying this is attached to the cigar industry or to the cigar themselves, but everybody, being what they are, believes that this could trickle down or be attached to the cigar industry.
They could make an exception, I guess.
They could, absolutely could, yeah. So I do know that President Trump enjoys his cigars, so possibly, maybe, who knows? Or he could be doing like Kennedy did and going out and buying off his cigars now and getting ready to implement the tariff.
I think I have enough cigars to last me like 10 years or more. So
good. I'll be over soon to help myself to your stash. But Big O is doing the Kirkland brand. Okay, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy that. So there's nothing wrong. I enjoy Kirkland liquor. So, but yeah, just to sort of talk about one of the things that was cited is human rights abuses and repression of civil society, systematic violations including extrajudicial killings, tortures, enforced disappearances, and arbitrary arrest of opposition figures, journalists, and activists. The regime has closed independent media, NGOs, universities, and enacted laws. The 2024 Agents Law, the 2021 Sovereignty Law, to stifle dissent, leading to over 300 deaths in 2018, protests and ongoing detentions, the faster instability that deters U.S. business operations and increases U.S. asylum processing costs from Nicaragua. So that's, that's a big one. You start talking about human rights abuses, murders. I guess they call them killings. So that's definitely something that, as much as we enjoy cigars, you don't want that to be a part of the country that produces probably 80% of the tobacco.
Yeah, you don't want to be funding something like that either by purchasing.
Yes, yeah, and I know everybody will say it. You guys can jump in here at any time, but brand owners visit Nicaragua regularly, right? I mean, they're there probably 6, 7, 8 times a month. They know this isn't going on, and they're not condoning this behavior. But this is one of those things that they don't really have much say in. I mean, this is all from the administration of Nicaragua. This is all from the political figures.
It may not be going on in the cigar industry, but it may be going on in other.
Right. So,
and the question is, what about if it happens? That's the question.
What about if 100% tariffs happen?
Are we all going to the cigarillos?
What are they now? Like they were already going to be something, and then did they get like waived?
Right now, it's already 10%.
So what I read as I was researching this is 100% would equal probably roughly to about $1 additional on a cigar.
Because you're not paying. It's on the wholesale price.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not that it's a good. Listen, Fireborn's got a little bit more money than the rest of us, but none of us want to pay $1 more a stick. But that's something I think what we would all rather have in the cigar industry is to see some of this stuff rectified.
Yeah. And you say 100% sure sounds, and then you say, oh, it's just $1. That's like,
I don't know. It's only $1. It has to be more than that.
I remember when they were talking about it was going to be 30%, right? Mm-hmm. And then it got blocked or something. But at 30%, it was only going to be like less than 50 cents, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not. It sounds like it sounds bad. It sounds bad to us. And the ironic thing is we're not thinking about why they're putting these tariffs on. We're thinking about what's going to happen to our hobby, for lack of a better term, our lifestyle. Hey, we want these cigars. We don't. So, it's one of the things that I think we've got to keep in perspective. We don't want the tariffs, but at the same point, if we have to have them because of atrocities that are going on, I mean, where do you draw the line at? Where do you say, okay?
I think the hope is that they'll drive change, and then you don't need 100% tariffs anymore.
Right. Exactly. So the other aspect they're looking at is labor rights violations. We know this doesn't happen in the cigar industry, but widespread use of child and forced labor, human trafficking, and repression of workers' rights. This includes denial of freedom of association and collective bargaining, arbitrary arrest, denaturalization of union leaders in a high-risk environment for U.S. companies due to worker exploitation and export sectors like apparel and agriculture. I think this is where the cigar industry has its biggest foothold to be able to say, we're not doing this. We're actually paying our workers better than what other workers are getting paid. We're definitely not using children or forcing anybody to do it because we want to have people that want to. I mean, you've got to want to roll these things. If we were forcing somebody to do it, we're not going to get the quality out of it that we get. We're going to be having plug cigars. We're going to be having.
Yeah, look what's happening with the Cubans. And we talked about that last week or 2 weeks ago where they were having prisoners roll their cigars. No wonder they're all half plugged.
Yeah. So, I don't, what do you guys think was, I mean, like I said, we know Steve Saka came out. I could share the link, but Steve Saka basically came out, and I will share this with everybody. If you haven't, you can actually give your comments on this website here. I think I just shared it.
I mean, from Steve Saka's viewpoint, I can see we're trying to run a business while this is going on would drive you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
For the people who have to run the business, people who run in the cigar shops that have to raise the prices and lower the prices and all the effort that goes into that would drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can click on that link. If you can't, somebody let me know and I can get a better link for you. But you can actually, I filled it out. You can give your comments, your thoughts on this. This is actually the part of the country, the part of the process where they listen to comments. Now they listen to comments more from businesses and owners and stuff like that. But at the same point, you can chime in your 2 cents and say, hey, I'm a citizen. I smoke cigars, and we know this isn't, most of this isn't happening in the cigar industry, in the cigar realm. So.
Well, right. I mean, we can say that our hobby is clean of those kinds of atrocities, but the country itself is still profiting on some respect from the export of these products still, right? So it throws into the pot at some point. So it's kind of a tricky situation.
No, you're absolutely right. And I mean, we're paying something for every cigar that you're buying. The Nicaraguan government is getting some portion of it. So
now on the flip side of that, right, our government could tariff specific items from the country and bleed cigars out. So if they wanted to poke at the country and say, hey, this industry is doing good, we're not going to bother that, but we want you to do this other stuff, we're going to tax that.
Exactly.
That's Mike's dog.
Yeah, he agrees. He does not
He's
like
got an opinion.
Yeah.
What did he tell you,
Mike? They're not happy. Hey, listen.
They're like, our boss is going to be mad if he doesn't smoke cigars.
They're like, you know what's going to happen if he didn't smoke cigars? We're going to go in the house.
Yeah, that's what I say that. There will be the house.
No, you're absolutely right. And I mean, it would be nice to be able to, for the U.S. government to say, hey, we're not gonna have this affect cigars because this is the model we want you to have. We want you to have fair wages and good working environments and proper housing and all that kind of stuff, and make some of these places start to look at the cigar industry. It's the old Chick-fil-A philosophy. Hey, we want to do as good as Chick-fil-A does with some of this stuff, and companies start to mimic a lot of it. I mean, McDonald's, I think, is one of the biggest copycats. Where obviously they went to 2 lanes. That's a direct ripoff of Chick-fil-A and how Chick-fil-A handles their drive-through. So if the U.S. government can put enough pressure on the Nicaraguan government to say, hey, listen, start looking over here, start looking in your own backyard and see how to do it right. And the cigar industry is not hurting. It's not like they're struggling to sell cigars. So, if you do it right, there's some profit in there for you, and start doing it that way.
Yeah, according to the half wheel, it says that currently cigars from Nicaragua at 18%.
Yeah.
The tariff rate.
So there's a lot of room.
I mean, it's basically just the potential child labor in the like you said, in the agriculture sector. That's what it is. I mean, they have to do it right. It's if you do that, that's. I mean, like you said, look at your own self and see what's going on. That's what basically is. But like we said, I hope it just doesn't affect anything with cigars. But we'll still see what the future brings.
It's a lot of there's a lot we want to jump up and scream and holler and say holy cow, but we've got to look at what the best route is for the human being.
I got a question for Farmer. Is that a smoking tent? Is that like a nice fishing tent? Because I like it. That's what I used to have.
He's in Colorado.
I know. That's
He
what
doesn't need a smoking tent.
What is that?
It gets cold in Colorado.
Yeah, it's literally a camping tent. It's like 7 by 7 by 6 or something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But where's it at? Tell him where it's at.
It's in my garage. I've got a 2-car garage. I've only got 1 car, so I set up a smoking tent.
Yeah,
there you go.
I like
and
it.
then you vent it outside the garage.
Yeah, so I've got the garage door cracked. I've got a box fan going on the table just outside. The top is open. I didn't put the top on the tent, and one of the windows is flapped down. So, and the main entrance is also wide open, so the smoke vents really well.
Beautiful.
I've got a little space heater. Sometimes I'll zip everything up if I need to. It gets too cold, and got a little space heater down here on the floor too.
Like it. I like it.
The tent probably comes in handy when it's really cold because then you heat up the area versus the entire garage.
Yeah, it can be like 20 degrees outside during the winter, so that's no fun to try and smoke in.
No.
I got the idea of watching Tim a couple of years back when he was talking about his outdoor tent on Cigar Daily.
Nice. Not to drag on that conversation that we just were having, but I'm just curious if any of our viewers or our audience, what your guys' thoughts are. Chime in, let me know, let us know. This is it. I mean, I shouldn't say this is it. This is something that definitely could affect us. It could have a very big ripple effect as we're going through this. So they are talking about a 6 to 12 month process to phase in. So it's not like all of a sudden day one you're going to get a 100% tariff. They're going to slowly phase it in, and I'm sure at that point too, it's a matter of the Nicaraguan government to go, oh shoot, we're starting to feel this. And hey, we're at 30%, and in 60 days we're going to go to 50% and move it up from there. So we'll have to see.
Now, on the plus side for our industry, right, our nice little hobby here, think of what happened to Cuba when they got embargoed. All the tobacco went elsewhere in the world, and now we have these great blends coming out of Dominican Republic and Nicaragua and all those other places. If Nicaragua loses its kind of top position in the tobacco world, what other country could pop up next and offer great blends to us, right? So it might actually be a benefit.
That's a great point. Great point, especially now. I mean, Honduras, it's very underrated cigar. You'll see My Father's Blue making Honduras, Cohiba, the Rubicon one with Honduras. So Honduras is one of the countries the tobacco starts to come from too. And it's getting stronger.
It'd be interesting too to see if the U.S. all of a sudden start going back to taking a bigger role.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, We've got
Exactly.
we've got the Connecticut broadleaf. You got the Florida sun-grown. So do all of a sudden some of these areas that are a little bit rich in soil and stuff like that go, hey, you know what? We know Nicaragua can't produce, we know Nicaragua can't produce it. Let's see what we can produce and see. It would take quite a few years to get to that point, but who knows? Yeah,
See,
who
I
knows
want
what
to
you
see.
could
I
do.
want to see if I'm good now that you said Connecticut. I think this is either Connecticut broadleaf or San Andres wrapper. That's my two options so far.
Oh,
Yeah, we should start guessing. I think that's what we should start doing here.
well, I was going to ask you where you guys were at with these and how you're feeling about them.
I want to say one point before we do that, because you were
Okay.
talking about other areas. Like, I don't think it's like it's not like Cuban that it's like total embargo. Like Cuban, you can't even move Cuban tobacco to Honduras to make a
Exactly.
cigar with any Cuban. In this case, if you had a factory in Honduras, like, I don't know, my father just opened a factory in Honduras, they could transfer tobacco from Nicaragua into Honduras and
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
not have to pay the 100% tariff.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking about your cigar there, Marty? Have you
This thing is burning so slow, I guess, because it's so big.
That's what she said.
It's a slow burn. I don't usually do 60 ring gauge, so maybe that's how they all are. But this would definitely take over 2 hours to finish. I'm pretty sure at the rate this is going.
That's a football game. That's a football game cigar.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna stay here till Marty finishes. I gotta grab another cigar.
I'm getting like a tangy. There's like a tanginess to it, which makes me think it's like bourbon barrel aged something.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mike's not. I'm looking at Mike for cues. Am I right?
I'm not telling you anything. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's possible. Sure.
Could be.
Sure.
How's yours, Fireborn?
It's good. The draw is just a little bit tight, but the as Bob the cigar guy calls it, the mascara line, that's looking good. So it seems like it's well aged, well constructed. It's ashing well. That sweet grass and pepper is kind of muted into more of just a creamy, mellow taste. That maybe a little bit of salinity and a little bit of leather, which is kind of a nice mellow flavor overall. I don't know. It might have that Mexican San Andreas, was where that pepper was coming from. I honestly don't know, but just by the color, it could be Habano maybe. Usually, I get more sweetness and chocolate out of Habanos, though.
Right.
How's yours, Mike?
I'm not happy with you. I don't know. This is definitely a Maduro. It's definitely. I think it's a little bit sweet, not infused. Don't anybody chocolatey. It's definitely Nicaragua. It's got to be Nicaraguan. It's just as dark as this wrapper is. The notes that I'm getting off of it, and I can't really tell you what, but on the retro, I'm ticked because this thing is great, and the burn is wonderful, and I would venture to bet this is, and I just know this because of what I've smoked in the past of this brand. This has got to be a Black Works or Oveja Negra cigar. I feel it because the retro just reminds me of their cigars. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I've got to believe that. Yeah.
What's the wrapper you think it is, or like the tobacco you think?
I don't know. I can't put it on because it's not kicking me, in the ass.
So let's go around. Let's go.
Strength-wise.
Okay, so Mike, let's say, and then we figure out if it's yes or no. Like, what countries do you think it's from? Just.
I think it's from Nicaragua. I absolutely think it's Nicaragua. I think it's a Blackwork studio.
So that's a yes. And then what else do you think it's from?
Probably got a little bit of San Andreas. It might actually be even a San Andreas wrapper. I'm not sure. But it's just, I'm dying to know. You've piqued my freaking curiosity. But I just want to. I want to know what the heck it is.
Marty, what do you think is from? What country is yours that Mike gave you?
I think it's probably Nicaraguan.
Okay. Fireborn?
I'm also guessing Nicaraguan, just by the nice little peppery bit that I had earlier and the nice mellow notes. I'm guessing AJ Fernandez for several reasons, but I can get into all that later.
Yeah.
What is your ring gauge like, Mike?
This is it's a Toro. I believe it's a Toro. So I'm guessing 52, 4 and 3/4, 4 and 3/4, or 6.5. I could have gotten it out and measured it, but yeah.
Toro, yeah, it's like 6 inches usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was probably about 6 by 50. I think it was a Toro as well.
Mine looks like a extra Corona, so 46, possibly 6 by 46, if I'm not wrong. Marty?
I'm looking at the specs for it right now.
It's not 46?
48.
48. Interesting. Okay.
What do you think?
I for sure think it's Nicaragua. And I'm leaning against Dunbarton or
Why would you think I would give you a Dunbarton, Teddy? I want to keep that list for myself.
I was going to say, what do you think? It's
true.
crazy?
That's true, but you're a very generous guy. I mean, you gave me my first Padron, Dunbarton with the Solita Red.
True.
I don't know. I know this for fact is not Solita Red because it doesn't have the peaktail in the end. So
yeah,
I think this is either like I say, the Dunbarton. I can't say AJ, but it's. I know for sure it has to be broadleaf or San Andreas wrapper.
Yeah, I'm leaning on it's definitely a Habano. I think it's definitely a Habano wrapper, Ecuadorian maybe. We'll have to see.
We have to, you gotta let us know when we start revealing stuff. You say yes or no, you know.
Let's take a quick break here. We'll do some advertising stuff like we like to do, and then we will come back and we will jump into some more news. Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Step into luxury at Ultimate Cigar Lounge, where passion meets perfection. Discover a world of premium cigars, hand-selected from the finest tobacco regions. From bold beginners to seasoned aficionados, our curated collection delights every palate. Grab a cigar from our amazing selection, pair it with freshly brewed coffee or fine spirits, and sit back and relax in an atmosphere of elegance and warmth. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, your haven for unforgettable moments. Visit us today and ignite your senses. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, located in Villa Park, Illinois. Open daily. Looking for the ultimate eyewear experience in Chicagoland? Discover Eyewear Fix, your premier eyewear store for over 28 years. From sunglasses to sports glasses to safety gear, we've got it all at every price point. Bring your prescription, and we'll handle the rest. Our appointment-only office offers a private, concierge-style experience tailored to your busy schedule. Call or text Chris at 630-853-4167 to book your visit and see why Eyewear Fix surpasses expectations. Eyewear Fix, where style meets precision. Get your fix today.
got
I'm,
the
ex-
sponsors. Right, sorry.
I'm excited to say that Chris sent us our glasses
Oh, nice.
for our next
For Halloween. For
Halloween
oh,
is next
don't
week.
say nothing else. It's for our Halloween episode. That's it. Don't say anything else. Although he's already ruined it with glasses, so I'm sure everybody can figure it out. Should we jump into the news?
Yes,
Just real quick,
let's do it.
Marty.
Go ahead.
Marty, to make you feel better, I had one of those 8x80 one time, the Asylum.
Yeah.
It took
Oh.
4 hours to smoke that thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, fiber I took from we were with Marty. We were at the Ultimate, right? When I smoked the pandemonium.
Yes.
And Mike turns
We were
around.
all,
He's like,
we were all doing a herf, and everyone's on their third cigar, and Teddy's still on the one.
I started at 12:40. I think finished at like before 6. It was like 5:50 or something like that. I'm like,
Yep.
And it wasn't that busy. I was working at the same time and being with the guys, but it was like.
So let me ask. You've both smoked them. Marty's smoking a 6x60 right now. Did you enjoy it for that entire time, or did you wish it was over? Did you try to rush through it, or was it like, this is a good cigar, I don't mind smoking this for 4 hours?
I never rush anyway, but yeah, it was towards the end. It was like, oh, I definitely want to be done.
Yeah.
I would want to have 2 different cigars.
And after that, I was
blue.
done. I think it was my third one of the day, and I was like, I can't do anything anymore after that. I was like, what am I gonna smoke?
See, I like a good, like I said, those cigars are football cigars. I don't want to have to think about it. I like smoking a big ring cigar during a football game. I like to be able to watch the game and enjoy it and not have to go, oh shoot, what am I going to smoke next? Versus if it takes me 2.5 hours, I'm like, hey, that was perfect. So it got me through the majority of the game, and but
It'd take you through a whole round of golf. That'd be nice.
Well, 18 hole, not the 9 hole.
Right.
All right, let's jump in the news with Teddy.
Three, two, one.
And now, CTCP presents This Week in Cigar News with Teddy the Greek.
He's so lucky.
That intro looks professionally done, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it's like, thank you, Marty. You're really good at this lately.
We're trying to get up to that level, Teddy, to make you feel like you're there. So
I'm special. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Got your own graphics now. Jeez.
Wow.
We're going up in the world. So we were talking about Blackwork Studio. So Blackwork Studio, the 5 temples, 7-star, Fist of Shaolin shipping next week. The cigars look phenomenal, guys. Like, I want them. Like, I love everything from Oveja Negra. So this is the collection is something that he always wanted to do from the James Brown, the founder of Black Label Trading Company. He said that he's been rolling various blends in this pyramid size for the last 12 years for himself. It's finally time to do a production release. And these cigars are going to be 3 types in there. The one is going to be the Blackwork Studio Killer Bee Connecticut Pyramid. 3 of them will be 5x54. Blackwork Studio Shaolin Candela Ecuador Maduro Belicoso 5/3/4 by 46. And Blackwork Studio the Horn and Pyramid Pennsylvania Broadleaf and Pyramid San Andres, and both of them also 5x54. Doesn't say price, but guys, they look awesome. I mean, it takes something to roll these things, right?
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be an expensive box. Just the box alone.
Yeah,
it's what is it? Pentagon? Not is it pentagon shape? No, it's not.
It's the hexagon. It's the hexagon. Yeah.
That's going to be an expensive.
Like the beehive, basically. And it's he's always does a great job with the label, with the band on it, with the boxes. Yeah. He's a smart guy. Love
All
James
right.
Brown.
Yeah.
All right. So for La Flora Dominicana, adds 3 new Oro Natural Vitolas. So you can see in the picture, the La Flora Dominicana Oro Natural number 5, 7, and 8. The number 5 is going to be 6x48. Price MSRP is $16.80.
Wow.
Yeah, box of 20, $336.
Oh,
And again, guys, these are MSRP without your state taxes, like here in Illinois.
yeah.
7.5 by 52 is going to be the number 7, $18.50, $370 for a box of 20. Number 8, 7 by 60. The Gordos, $18.76, and will be $374 box of 20 also. I love La Flora Dominicana. For me, it's a really good brand. I love that Dominican tobacco is one of the Dominican brands I can, say that I really like. And
Yeah.
the next one is really cool.
Hold on. I want to ask a question because they came to
Yeah.
my mind. Yeah, I'll forget. Fireborn, are you a box guy? Do you have to buy boxes of everything, or do you buy 5-packs or singles? Or
That's a
what's your
great
thought?
question. Yeah.
I do both. I mean, early when I started smoking a lot of cigars, the cigars I would get in the bunches at Rocky Mountain Cigar Fest would typically last me the year.
Mm-hmm.
But like this past year, because I did the trip down to the Dominican, and that was like a week-long cigar fest for Pro Cigar, and they give you cigars every single night. I came back with like 150 cigars. I haven't needed to get them at the cigar fest this time, but I have bought some boxes and some other packs recently just to kind of fill out the collection. So it just depends on what I'm in the mood for. I don't have to buy a box, so no.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, we've talked about that a lot. There's my focus is changing a little bit, but yeah. So cool. All right.
Is your thumb a rule? When you try a first cigar, do you try it twice, more than 2 times? What is your thumb rule that you have usually?
Thumb of rule is a Greek for rule of thumb.
I was gonna say we might have. I know you've been watching the podcast for a long time, but as a co-host, you might have to have a little bit of explanation of Teddy the Greek's Greek. So.
Yeah.
I speak Teddy. I knew what he meant.
Yeah.
That's trouble.
He
That's
knew when the
trouble.
crickets are in and out,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, exactly.
Plus, he's a Dojoverse with us. So
Yes, there
he
we
knows
go.
us kind of.
Well, like when I was getting those just random cigars at Cigar Fest, right? I mean, I'd only have one to know whether or not I liked it. In fact, one example, I had the Man of War Damnation, and it was such a good Maduro. That's when I went out and bought a box of when I could find it online. So I only need one cigar to know if I'm going to like it or not. There's not a lot of stuff that I don't like on some level. But my favorite blender is AJ Fernandez on the Nicaraguan side, and then my favorite is Fuente on the Dominican side. But LSDs are definitely great cigars as well.
Yes, I was talking about it the other day, actually. Yeah, yesterday. The Dias de Gloria Brazil. I just smoked that thing about 3 days ago. It was just such a good stick from AJ. He's doing such a good job.
All right.
So yeah, the next segment is the Siglo accessory releases humidor made from NBA 2021 All-Star Game court. Let's guess. I don't know if you guys read the article, but let's take a guess about this beautiful humidor and the price. Marty, what do you think?
I'll say $3,000.
All right, I would say who was closer? Fireborn, what you got?
Now, are you saying that it's made out of wood off of the quartz? Is that what it is?
It's wood off the court from the humidor from the Atlanta 2021 finals.
Oh, the finals
Yeah.
or the All-Star game?
All-Star game. I'm sorry. Yes, All-Star
There
game.
was no defense played on it.
Good point.
That's
Okay,
a great point. Yes,
So how many of those were made?
I believe 150.
All right, I got to go more like probably like $4 or $5 grand. $4 grand.
Okay, Mike, what do you think?
2,500.
Is this Price is Right rules?
Yeah,
So
$1. $1.
Well, no, you can't just say one.
whoever, well, that's a strategy in Price is Right. Well,
No.
$1 wouldn't work because
No.
you can't go over. But he could
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
he could
I'd
say
say
$29.99, and then I'd only have one chance.
Yeah, I would say 2,500.
Yeah, the closest Fireball, you were the closest one. It's priced at 4,500 and is limited to 150 humidors.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like Marty said. There's no difference playing on this wood.
How many cigars does it hold?
I would say 30. I know I didn't should read that, but yeah, 30 cigars.
It'll hold.
No,
5
sorry, I'm so
sweat
sorry.
rags.
Capacity is 200 cigars. I'm sorry.
All right.
Capacity is 200 cigars, but
Does
still,
it come with
that's
200
pretty
cigars?
no. I wish.
Marty, it'll hold 5 sweat rags.
You could put your extra Nikes in there, but you don't want to do that after you wear them.
No.
You want to age your cigars with Nike sweaty shoes.
And one last thing I have is Viaje releasing the full
Whoa,
moon.
back up.
Hold on.
You gotta
Oh,
talk about
yes.
Jeez. One from our guest. He was one of our guests.
I wanted to do us the last. That's what I did.
Oh.
That. Yeah.
Well,
So
you sent it to me wrong then.
I did send it to you wrong. So our friend Mo Mali, and I just actually texted him today because I for some reason I thought it was limited release. All right, the patina prepares to it's already shipped. It's from 6 days ago. The new red pill from Patina Cigars. Very excited to try it. It's first of all, the MSRP is going to be $13, box of 20 for $260 for the 5x54, and the 6x54, $15 with the box of 20 and $300. So, and not a pricey cigar from my friend Mo. It's going to be a blend, uses a Mexican San Andres, a scooter wrapper, and a Connecticut broadleaf binder, and a filler that contains tobacco from Nicaragua and the United States.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I already put the order in, and I'm excited. Patina Cigars arrived in Ultimate, so if you guys live close to Ultimate, come and visit me. And yeah, I love the cigars. I mean, Mike already bought a box.
Not of those. I wish I bought a
Not
box.
the red pills, but
Yeah.
the Maduro Patina.
Yeah.
And that cigar is so good. I texted them because I tried it for the first time. Maduro, the first thing I did, I texted them all. It's another great blend by him.
Absolutely. And I don't have your last one, so you can go ahead and talk about that. I don't have your last.
The last one is the Viaje releasing the full moon for Halloween, full moon and the crawl. It's gonna be limited edition. They're gonna be it's gonna be 6 different sizes. And again, Viaje is meant to do stuff like that every year for Halloween. The main cigar is going to be 5x58 Petit Gordo, and I'm excited. I wish you have a picture because I really like the band, the full moon. It had a pumpkin on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
The price is going to be around $12 a cigar. The company didn't disclose the blend and is described as Nicaraguan Puro with a Corojo 99 wrapper. I need to try more Viaje cigars. I know Marty does a great job, and he always tries Viaje cigars, right? You have Viaje cigars, no?
Never.
Really? You never tried Viaje cigars?
Never had a Viaje.
So who's smoking Viaje cigars a lot?
I've smoked them. I wouldn't say a lot. I've smoked quite a few of them.
Fireball, you smoke Viaje?
I've had a few, but not a lot.
I think I had only one. I need to get my hands on some. All I heard is great things about them. So
I heard that they like to do limited releases. So if
Mhm.
you find something you like, you might not ever get it again.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of those. Is you'll get that
Yes.
that single. And you're like, oh, that was really good, and then you can't find it again.
Which is okay, I guess. If you find some limited amount of tobacco and you can make a great cigar of it, go for it.
A big brand like that, and not a big brand, but a small brand that I just learned lately is Ezra Zion from Texas.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard.
Yep.
He has always limited cigars, but every cigar I have tried so far, hands down, has been great. Yep, that's the picture. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like the band.
Ezra Zion's issue is I think they've got to watch some of their names on some of their cigars because I think it gives a bad indication or a bad representation that you're gonna, the chocolate cake, or some of these things. That appeal. It's a fun name. It's cool, but I think it just sort of sends the wrong message, and it might steer people away from it, but at the same point, it might bring people in that we don't want trying cigars. Because they all come in 5 packs. The 5 packs are between $55 and $85. So it's not that they're priced at $4,500. So that's my only issue is with them is their bands are fantastic. I think they're interesting. I just think they might need to tweak some of their names. And
it's not a flavored line, right? Even though
No.
chocolate cake.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I mean, the cotton candy or
You talk about Ezra Zion, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
There's
think
there's a lot of cartoonish bands on it and names also that I get what
I
you're
heard
saying.
about a cigar coming out that's got an interesting name. So Tyler Jeffrey was on Smoke Night Live Friday. He's hilarious.
Yes.
That's hilarious. He was talking about, he's the V So Horny.
He's so horny, yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyone that names their cigar company V So Horny's got to be hilarious. And
Yes.
he was. But he said his next cigar that's coming out is called Post Nut Clarity.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Mo because they're like partnered together on that
Yeah.
one cigar. And he said, yeah, Mo can't have names like that because he's a respectable person. But
yeah. No, so some of the Ezra Zion that I can look at real quick, the pumpkin pie and cream, the peanut butter and jelly, cookies and cream double stuff, chocolate bar king size. So
they're good though. Like
I'm not saying they're not. I've smoked several of their cigars and I really enjoy them.
The names turn me off. Like I don't
really.
The names turn me off.
Why? It's fun. It's
because it makes me think like it's just like marketing.
Yeah.
Well, they sound like they're flavored.
Exactly. If you didn't know, you would think you're getting an infused cigar.
See, for me, it's like it makes your mind thinks a little bit flavors of that band. If it's because what is one I had, the chocolate milk,
and that's exactly why it turns me off because I don't want
really?
I don't want them to try and make my mind think what I'm supposed to taste.
I guess I'm the younger generation.
No, I like it, but it just, like I said, I mean, it just doesn't, it sort of scares me with some of that stuff. I think you can come up with, TX, you're absolutely right. Pravada Club or Pravada Cigars does the same thing.
Yes.
I think you sort of just got to be careful. I think you got to sort of be careful because of the scrutiny that the industry is in. You don't want to start portraying that and people going, oh, okay, this is what the cigar industry is all about. They're all about flavored cigars. They're all about infused cigars, and we're not. I mean, their description, you go on to read it, and you're going to get taste of chocolate. You're going to get taste of cream. Okay, the double stuff. Oh, okay, great. But, come up with something a little bit more, I guess, outside the box. I mean, which that is, double stuff. But I think that sort of teeters on a very delicate line.
I'm laughing because every time I see, Marty smoking, he's still smoking the 60 gauge. Are you halfway done? Not even yet.
No. He'll be up till 2 a.m. finishing.
I've only ashed like an inch off of this.
Sorry, go ahead, Fireboard.
On the Dojo verse, I saw Sensei post an article. I don't remember what company brought it out, but there's a cigar that came out. One of the two in the article was the Last Cowboy Ghoul, which I assume is a nod to the the Fallout series. That's one I'd like to try.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that
Yeah.
Sinistro?
Sinistro.
Yeah.
Sinistro
Yeah, that's right.
cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think you can drum up some excitement. The tough thing is as a Zion, you get it and it's gone. If you get a 5-pack and you really like it, too bad. I hope you liked all 5 of them because you're not getting them again. So there's another cigar come out. I was trying to look for it. I thought I saved it in my mail, but Half Wheel talked about it. It's another cigar with a basketball player.
Carmelo Anthony.
It might be. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I think we talked about it with Carmelo Anthony.
Zero involvement other than he put his name on it. So, yeah, exactly. One of those ones that's like, okay, if you're, and it's pretty bad if I can't find it. I looked again on Half Wheel and it's already gone. So it tells you that they're not giving it much credibility. But I wish these guys would stop. I wish these guys. I mean, either do what Guy's doing. Take Guy's example and run with it and say, if I'm going to put a cigar out there, I'm committed to it and I'm committed to this thing for the next 20 years. Because you've got to be. If you're going to put a cigar out there, you better be committed to everything that's surrounding it. But if you're not, then don't do it half-assed. So,
Fireball, you're right. You were right.
A money grab versus trying to build a base. Trying to build a brand name.
Yeah.
Exactly. So before we get to our Capone cut, let's go around the room, and that's one reason the FAA thinks. There you go. You're exactly right, TX. You're exactly right. And that's there's 4 guys here. There's 7 guys in the chat room. So we're talking about 11 people. And show of hands or comment in the thing. Are you going to go out and get a cigar that's called pumpkin pie and cream or whatever I said it was the name? Because I want to try that, or no counting on Greek. You're gonna look at that and go, I don't, okay, I might get those baking spices. I might, come up with a different name. But the 16-year-old kid that all of a sudden goes, comes across that pumpkin pie. Oh, I can buy that. And
I mean, you're kind of right that the Limited Cigar Association that they had the Happy Meal, it wasn't a good cigar. I mean, even just the name, the Happy Meal.
My buddy Val. There you go, Val. Yes,
Val, you gotta come by and pick up the book. Let me know. Text me from Tab.
So, Marty, what do you think? How's your cigar going? How's that working out for you?
Good. I like it. I'm ready to guess what it is.
Yeah, we'll start doing this. Yes.
I mean, we have a long way to go, but I would guess right now.
Slow down.
Can I?
If you want to, sure, go ahead.
You want me to wait?
No, we'll let Marty guess, and we'll go do our Capone cut, and we'll come back and we'll let Fireborn guess.
You can all laugh at me when I get it wrong.
You have to open the envelope. You're gonna have to open up the envelope.
Well, you have to say yes or no though to the question.
Okay.
You know what it is. I don't have to open the envelope.
I don't remember.
Unless that's like extra exciting for you. Because if I'm wrong, I want a second guess. So that's why I can open the envelope.
Okay.
I think it's a Perdomo bourbon barrel aged Maduro.
Oh,
I've never had, but that's what I think because they make 60 ring gauge a lot.
They do. That's a darn good guess, but
it's not right. You're not saying.
You're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
All right, I'll think more.
Ponder that some more. Let's go to our Capone cut for.
Let's do it.
The night. All right, our Capone cut for the night. We are smoking, or our recommendation is the Plasencia Alma Fuerte. Talk about a powerhouse cigar. This is it. Smooth. It's not overpowering. Clove, dark chocolate, caramel, black and red pepper, honeydew melon, roasted peanuts. I don't know. What do you want to call that one? But that's what you're gonna get out of it. I love this cigar. I think this is a great great cigar. We're pairing it with something different tonight, and this is rumored to be Al Capone's favorite drink. It's the Templeton Rye Old Fashioned. Teddy, we'll take you out of the mix. Fireborn, Marty, are you guys rye? Did you enjoy rye more than bourbon, or where's it fall on your spectrum? I'm a rye guy. I really like rye.
I tend to go more bourbon, but there are ryes that I like as well. Yeah.
I steer towards the sweeter bourbons, I guess. But
Okay.
I mean, I've had some good ryes.
I did buy Fireborn, and Marty will appreciate this. I just did buy the maple syrup, the one that Chief was talking about a couple weeks ago. The bourbon, maple syrup bourbon. It is sweet, but a nice little 2-finger pour with a real small piece of ice. Really, it's an enjoyable cigar. It's an enjoyable
I don't
drink.
like overly sweet, but like
yeah. Cool. But yeah, so the pairing, the rye spices of the cigar, or the rye spices of the drink, blend perfectly with the Armo Fuente. The pepper, it sort of complements it. Add that cherry for the rich touch, and you're right there. And we're rating this our top of the tier deep dish deluxe. This is, again, it's the powerhouse, but it's nice, it's smooth, it's commanding. This is the cigar. If you guys want a treat, go out and get yourself a Plasencia Alma Fuerte. They're not sponsors. If you want to be sponsors, call us, call me. Be happy to talk to you. But yeah, that's
We'll
a great
take your
cigar.
money.
Yeah, we'll take your money. Believe me, we'll take your money. Here we go. Val, rye, originally the old fashioned. Yep, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. So
Fireborn.
Fireborn.
Let's see where Fireborn thinks it is.
Well, I haven't had anything that leads me to believe I'm wrong in what my original guess was probably going to be, because Randy already knows that AJ Fernandez is my favorite blender, right? This might possibly be a cigar that I've never actually had, but I've heard good things about from AJ. So, and I know she posted one a few weeks back. So I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
I would guess it's the Ramon Leones by AJ Fernandez. And I haven't had anything that leads me to believe it couldn't be. So should I open the envelope?
Yeah, absolutely. Since we can't refute what Randy gave you, so yes, open up the envelope and let's see what Randy gave you.
Mike, do you know what it is?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
We should have asked you to tell us so we could.
I should have, but I didn't.
In the envelope.
We need drums.
Oh, nope. It's a Kintsugi.
Oh,
wow.
Kintsugi.
Wow.
Which one?
Alec Bradley Kintsugi.
Is it the old one or the new one? So it's the old Kintsugi. So it's the first Kintsugi, not the. Okay. Interesting.
Very good. Very nice.
Is Alec Bradley there? Are they Honduran?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they Nicaraguan? They're Honduran.
No. Yeah.
Honduras.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've not had one of those before, but it's good.
Cool.
Yeah, I've had one. I enjoyed it.
All right. Let's jump into today in history, and we'll go to Teddy, and then we'll come to me, and then we'll start opening up some envelopes. We're in fall. We're into October.
Finally.
It's a sort of a slow history day. Got a couple of them. October 21st, 1892. The buildings of the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago's Jackson Park were formally dedicated. So I'll buy that for $1. I couldn't tell you which buildings they're referencing, but they're the ones that are in Jackson Park.
Which buildings?
The World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago's Jackson Park. So I don't know.
Well, a lot of those were just torn down afterwards. They were like, that's like the White City one, right? Where they were all basically plaster, almost facades.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything that they were wood, and they made them look like they were a lot more sturdy than they were.
Yeah. October 21st, 1976. So we're coming into our time. The author Saul Bellow, who spent part of his life in Chicago, was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. So, but then this is the big one. October 21st, 1985. We all know, except for Fireborn, what this is surrounding.
I do not either.
You don't? Oh, I'm going to mute you permanently. October 21st, 1985, the Chicago Bears defeated the Green Bay Packers 23-7 on Monday Night Football. Now, do you know why? Besides them beating the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football, do you know why this is so important as a day in history?
No. This
is the night that William the Fridge Perry scored his first NFL touchdown. He was brought in as a fullback, pushed through that line, and boom. And I still to this day say Ditka was doing that for one reason and one reason only: to embarrass Green Bay.
Legend was born.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So, so that was it. I
think he's like poor.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys that blew off his money right away.
I'm so blessed I met that guy.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was my first job. I was doing valet parking in Dominic's in Chicago.
That's better known as valet parking.
Yeah, valet parking. And he comes out of the car, and then he was there for the opening of the Dominic's.
Wow.
Then. Yeah, 2007 or 8.
Was that Wayne's store? That could have been Wayne's store.
That would be funny.
So, all right, Teddy, your turn. You're up. What do you got for us?
I'm between other brands now. I'm between also Crown Heads, Dunbarton, and Black Star Line for some reason. A little bit of Oveja Negra. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But
are you like letting my favorite brands influence what you think it is?
Yes and no, but it's a little bit kind of the tobacco that I'm trying to. Let me ask you this: Is it Connecticut broadleaf in here?
No.
You want it to be Connecticut broadleaf. You can be if you want.
Is the San Andres wrapper?
Yes.
Okay. I know it's a Dunbarton.
You really think it's a Dunbarton, huh?
No, it's between. I'm between now Crown Heads. Like I said, Crown Heads, Black Star Line.
There's broadleaf in the filler.
It is okay. See, I'm getting there. And then again, since I light up the cigar all the way to now, it still tastes the same up to this like nub.
Wow,
and it's really good.
The heck out of you smoke.
Yeah, I mean it's only 48.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 48.
Okay.
Isn't it 6x48, right?
6.5. Yeah.
6.5. Yeah.
Do you want to open up your envelope, or you want to wait?
You go ahead, and we'll open all three of us the envelopes.
Well, we've got a special segment. We had a special segment. I almost forgot about this before I make my guess. Marty, I turn the floor over to you.
All right.
It's a new segment.
New segment. I don't know if we have to go through all 10 of these, but let's
go through one or two, and then we'll keep these for future episodes.
Take the banner down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. My bad. Our banner's too big.
Yeah, so the segment is going to be True Crime Mysteries, and I'm going to read you 4 true crime mystery plots, and you have to pick out which one is not a true crime mystery.
Okay.
So, here we go. Whoops. Gotta remember how to do this.
There
Okay.
we go.
Which one of the following is not a real true crime story? A doctor surgically implanted a tube of someone else's blood in his arm to fool DNA tests after sexually assaulting a patient. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
A man kept his deceased lover's corpse for over 7 years, preserving it with wax, silk, and perfumes while living with it.
All right.
Put the lotion in the basket.
I don't want any of these to be true. These are disturbing. C, a 12-year-old girl and her 23-year-old boyfriend, who claimed to be a 300-year-old werewolf, murdered her entire family. That's not good.
No.
And D, a baker laced his pastries with hallucinogens, convincing customers they were time travelers stuck in the wrong era.
I'm gonna go with C.
I want to hear you debate. Let's debate some of these. Like
C's just got way too many issues. C's
C?
got way.
Mike
C is
says,
many
C
issues.
is
Yes.
not real.
C is not real. TX is on my side without even seeing it. TX already joined me. Fabian is going D.
Yeah, I'm going D. C actually sounds like something people would do, I'm afraid. D sounds like the fake one to me.
Does sound like that could have happened.
Teddy?
I'm going with A. That's just this most. I mean, like the C is like with 2025. I can see.
You would think a doctor would not be smarter than to think he could do that. That one, right?
Yeah. What do you say? Oh, Marty knows the
Marty
answer.
I know.
Yeah.
Marty, what do you say? Yeah. So we've actually covered all the bases. Val went with A with Teddy. Fabian went with D, which was with Fireborn, and then TX went with me on C. So B obviously everybody believes is real. So if that comes up as being the fake one, we're all bad. So go ahead, Marty. Tell us.
Here we go.
Oh, D.
T is
Wow,
not the real
Fireborn.
true crime story.
Wow, that I could actually picture that happening though.
Yeah, I just see that
Where did that
happening.
is?
Put some I don't know, mushrooms.
Yeah.
Cookies.
All right, give us one more.
It'd be like a good Black Mirror episode or something.
The baker would have the problem with this one is the baker would have no way of knowing his people were gonna not just take it home. So how could he convince them?
True.
The time travelers struck in the wrong era.
I didn't think about that. You're right.
Got to read the clues, guys. You're not gonna win any true crime mystery.
Hold on. Don't tell me you have 10 over this. You said 10 of them.
I have 10 of these. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll do one more, and then we'll
Okay. I'll do 5.
We can milk this segment along many guests. Yes, I can make even more than that. There's a ton of these. Like my wife spends all day listening to true crime podcasts.
That's
mystery.
awesome.
all right, go ahead.
All right, next one. Which one of these are not a true crime story? Librarian built a hidden library under her house, filling it with stolen scrolls, where he held secret rituals with ancient spells.
Okay.
B, a family was murdered in their summer cottage with the bodies left undiscovered for 27 days until a caretaker noticed the smell.
Okay.
C, a man avoided murder charges after beating his girlfriend because she died of sickle cell anemia at the exact moment of the assault.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know enough about sickle cell anemia to know if that's a quick
and painless
death
death.
like that. Or D, cannibal who murdered and ate his classmate was released and became a minor celebrity, creating art and manga about his crimes.
Oh. Oh.
What is manga? Does anybody know what manga is?
It's a Japanese.
cartoon.
Yep. All right. TX is going with A. Or I'm sorry,
D.
TX is going with D. Yeah. A cannibal who murdered a native classmate was released and became a minor celebrity. Okay. Fabian is going with D. And we got 2 for D. Teddy? Oh.
I don't know. I want to go with. I want to go with C, but I can see that happening. I'll go with D. I'll go with D too.
Okay. Fireborn?
I am actually going to go with C, and I'm going to stick with that answer.
You know what? I'll go with my first answer. Yes, with C. I was knocked on my bottle. I'm going with C. Gotta listen to my heart.
I'm going to go with A because A just seems. I've got some issues with A. Because
Yeah.
What
if
are
he
the
killed
issues?
it, well, I'm thinking who's going to catch him? He hasn't done anything other than stealing the scrolls, which I didn't even know where he's getting these scrolls from. But at the same point, it's like going, okay, how's he going to get caught? He's doing secret rituals and ancient spells. Okay, who the heck cares? So that's my guess is A.
I actually think A happened in Britain, but I don't know where that's just stuck in my head somewhere.
Okay. Val Chavez chimed in and he's going with C. So he's backing Teddy, I think, is what he was doing there. So go ahead, Marty. Give us the answer.
The answer is
Ah!
Oh,
Mike got that one.
wow, he got it. I was about
Follow the clues. You got to follow the clues. And I'm like, that's just not there. That's just not there. So this is fun. I mean, this will be good. We'll do this again next show. We'll do a couple more of them and keep this ball rolling. So,
all right, Mike. What do you think?
I definitely think this is like I said, it's either Blackwork Studio or Black Black Label Trading or Oveja Negra. But I firmly believe this is the Lawless of the Salvation. It's one of those two. It reminds me of so much, and it's just a good cigar. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but that's my bet.
What are you tasting?
Cigar. I get a little pepper. The last third, I'm getting a little peppery on the retro. So that's what I'm thinking. It's the Lawless, but the way it started out, I'm thinking it's Salvation, and I've only had Salvation and Lawless probably twice, 2 times for each cigar. But it gives me the feeling of James Brown. So am I right, Teddy?
I gotta open the envelope because I can't. I want to see your face. Just you open
All
the
right.
envelope.
All right, let me pull out the envelope here. Still grammatically sealed, as Johnny Carson would do.
A blip, a chimp, and a
Oh,
whip.
that makes sense.
You were so close, right?
I was very
Tell
close.
everybody what it was.
That's the
Oh
Rosewood.
man.
It is the Rosewood. So I was right on the manufacturer.
Yes.
I was right on the
That
manufacturer.
was pretty good.
You were very and the rapper. You said San Andreas rapper.
Yeah.
That cigar I would know because to me tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that just as yes.
I
Very
always
good.
get notes of Dr. Pepper with that cigar.
That makes now that you say that, as soon as I took that, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. No, that's a great cigar. This is definitely a great cigar. Still in production, right? It's a regular production.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't had the Rosewood, I highly recommend Eric Bay, Black Star Line, along with Oveja Negra.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great cigar, blended by James, right? Didn't he blend this whole thing? Because I don't think Eric just sort of smoked it and liked it. If I'm correct, right?
I think so. I don't remember that story exactly.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, it's a mix of San Andres wrapper, Ecuadorian binder. So you were right on the binder. You said
Yeah,
Ecuadorian.
I said Ecuadorian. Yeah.
And Dominican Republic and Nicaragua. So you're right on the Nicaragua.
I thought a little bit Dominican, but I'm like, I'm not sure. So, all right, Marty, come on.
You want me?
Last chance to guess. You got one more guess or no?
I'm still going with something bourbon barrel aged. I don't know why
Okay.
I can't get that out of my mouth, out of my head. All right. Here's letter.
By the way, I opened mine, but have not looked. It's just open, okay? Just
Okay.
we could be in the clear.
These are the glued on ones and not the ones.
Yes. I don't believe in licking envelopes.
I don't think so. We have that anymore. I mean, we do,
I
but
should have known that it would be a. I was gonna say Aganorsa, but I couldn't. I've never had this one, the Bone Shaker.
the Bone Shaker.
Bone Shaker Lunatic. I really like those. I obviously, but I mean, I thought it was a good challenge because it's a little bit different. It doesn't really. It's an Aganorsa, but I don't think it really falls in line. And obviously, you got some different notes in there.
I was gonna say Aganorsa because they make that, or the JFR ones, right? Because they make a lot of the big ring gauge stuff.
That's what I thought you were going to go with. I thought you were going to go with like JFR Lunatic or something like that. Or
I looked at a picture of a JFR Lunatic and it's got a little cap on the or a little tail in the end, so I knew it wasn't that. But I didn't look at the Bone Shaker.
All right, Teddy, you're last.
The moment of truth. So, like I said, it's gonna be the Dumbarton Black Star line. I can't say a cigar. I mean, kind of tastes also like Crown Hands like Imperiosa, a little bit too. A little bit of La Libella, Lancero. It wasn't a Lancero,
Okay.
Marty. It's a Corona, right? It's an extra Corona.
Yeah, it wasn't a Lancero.
It was an extra
limited, if that helps.
Whoa.
Okay, so envelope is in my hand. Oh, I was wrong. Wow. I didn't know they make those sizes. So Southern Draw, never had it.
Wow.
Evening Stock.
Wow. Teddy was way off.
Really off. But is it Nicaragua though? I was good on the blends though, correct?
Yeah, those are made at AJ.
Okay.
Yeah, you had the wrapper. And so it's a 20. It's from the 2023 Great Smoke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
So it's got the Mexican San Andreas wrapper, San Andreas natural binder, fillers from Nicaragua. He even tells you the percentages. So 25% Criollo 98, 25% Honduran Corojo 99, and 25% U.S. broadleaf, and 25% Dominican Piloto Cubano Ligero.
Yeah, I think the solid draw, the Jacob's Ladder, I've tried.
Short Churchill, he called it.
Short Churchill, okay. Interesting. I was way off on the brand, but the blend I got it kind of right. I'm excited for that.
Awesome.
Remember when we did the thing with Matt when we were on his podcast? And
yes.
That's the same cigar I gave to Luke.
Huh.
It's Marty's go-to. You have to remember that. Marty's go-to. Well, it was a great episode. We didn't make it to 10 this week. We made it as high as 8. I don't know. We might have had some people over there on Rumble or X, but we only made it to 8 this week, which is okay. We understand. You know, it's hard to keep that streak going.
Well, one of them is live so far. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can put that into 9. We can put that into 9. So
there you go.
There we go. Yeah. So we got close. We scratched the surface. So TX Rebel, great to see you. We appreciate you always being here. But
thank you guys.
Yeah, next week, join us. We're gonna come up with something a little different. We don't have a guest. We don't have a co-host, a guest co-host. We're gonna be back and we're gonna be doing something fun. But I will tell you this. I don't want to tell you anything more, but in 3 weeks, make sure you join us. We're gonna have a special guest on with us. We were talking about this before the show. Over the next 2 months, November and December, we have 4 guests coming on. So 4 shows, 4 different guests. You're gonna want to be here. You're gonna want to be here because a couple of them have told me they're gonna do giveaways. So that's a hook to keep you coming back. But we're gonna dig into some stuff with these guests that we is in common. We don't, we're not your typical ordinary podcast that goes over the typical stuff. One of the guests that we brought on, I'll share this real quick. I know we only got 4 people, but one of the guests, I had to be interviewed by this person in order for this person to come on our show. I felt like I was having a job interview. It was the most craziest. And okay, we've been doing this for 11 months now. It started in November of last year. But this person, when I reached out to them, said, "Hey, would you come on our podcast?" They said, "I'd like to talk to you by phone first." And got on the phone with this person, and they started asking me questions about the podcast, about our purpose. I'm like, I'm being interviewed. This is crazy. So it gives me confidence that this person just doesn't jump on podcast to jump on podcast.
He must have passed.
I must have, yeah. I passed because we got done. Yeah, we got done, and they said yes, they would love to be on the podcast. So we have that person lined up for December. Like I said, we got some other ones, so it's going to be great. A lot of fun, and I hope everybody joins us. But Fireborn, thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Fireborn.
Appreciate you taking some time out of your busy schedule. I know you've got other things. I know you watch us every week, which we appreciate that. But I appreciate you jumping on and submitting yourself to our banter and our crass behavior.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me. And I'll tell you guys, Michael messaged me and he said that YouTube requires a D level guest every now and then. And I told you, I told him I'd be the biggest D that I could for you guys tonight. So I hope that panned out.
Yes. It's always good when you meet expectations. All right, Teddy, anything to close us out? If not, we'll let Marty close us out like he always does.
No, thank you, Fireborn. Thank you. You're one of the first listeners. Stick from the beginning with us. So thank you. It was really nice to meeting you. By the internet, like we say, but hopefully we can meet one day. We can probably come for the next Dojoverse, Colorado.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you, everybody.
Fireborn, yeah, thank you from me. Enjoyed having you on. And until next week, everyone, put some smoke in the air.